I'm Dustin Hanson with Graywell Entertainment.
And I'm Zane with Graywell Entertainment and the Out of Our System podcast.
I'm back from vacation. Last week's video was the first one I wasn't featured in, and we got a lot of response on it, so I think it might be saying that I shouldn't do these videos anymore. If not, we'll see. If this one's still good, then I'll stay around. We're going to do the Graywell Entertainment update for the release day of 6/18, which is next Tuesday, or the Tuesday you watch this. A lot of stuff coming out. Not as big as last week. The 20-minute monster video, they had a lot of stuff.
Last week was a monster. This week's a little dialed back. It's a little more under control.
So let's just jump right in and rip through this stuff.
All right. First, awesome metal band High on Fire, which is actually Matt Pike's project after he left the band Sleep, the doom metal band Sleep. High on Fire is much more fast and aggressive, but they're releasing Spitting Fire Live Volume 1 and Volume 2. And what this is basically a chronological collection of live tracks from various performances, starting with the band's older discography to their newest albums right here. Nothing from the last album, but anything from before that. It's live tracks, and the live tracks are actually really good. Like, it's not like they're inferior versions of the songs.
Do we have that on CD as well?
That's on CD as well, so there's Volume 1 and Volume 2. We also have Valient Thorr on, this is on Volcom Entertainment Records, but this is basically, it's a party blend of punk and metal. It's beer soaked would be the words you could apply to it. Is
Viking beards and beer.
Yeah, everybody in the band has a beard, and this is a perfect music to play to your raucous house party where everybody's drunk. So this is the week of Sigur Ros, basically. There's a brand new album called Kveikur, if I'm saying that right.
Who knows? And, it's not a real language anyway.
It's all made up. But basically, there's two versions of this on LP. We also have this on CD. The LP comes in two varieties. One is the regular LP that comes with MP3 download, and the other one is a indie-only exclusive version of the LP that comes with a bonus 10-inch. You can only get this from stores like Graywell, and as far as the Salt Lake Valley is probably, besides
maybe Randy's, but
might be your only place to grab that. So, and in addition to the new album, we've also got getting Hvarf Heim, which is actually it's like a 2-part album. This is actually going to be a Record Store Day exclusive, and it's just coming out now.
It was Record Store Day a couple years ago, and now it's being re-released.
Yeah, so so you can actually pick this up now as well. So if you're a Sigur Ros fan, you need to come in and drop about $50.
Speaking of like Record Store Day style pieces, this is the new Gaslight Anthem singles collection, 2008 to 2011. It is a box set that includes 9 7-inch 45s featuring the singles plus rare acoustic and live B-sides. Comes with entire download and a 45 RPM adapter and a limited edition wooden collector's chest. Just to be the cool open box videos, we're going to show you what this looks like, because it's really cool. If you're a Gaslight Anthem fan, this has got to be sitting on your table. So there it is. Pop the top. It's like a cigar box, and it has your 45 adapter and all your 7 inches inside here. Are you getting that?
You getting that camera
guy? So that's a... I don't even know how much this is, Zane. Did you know how much this was?
I didn't look it up, but if you're a real fan, it won't matter.
Good point. A couple other records that's coming out we want to talk about. This is Clairy, Browne, and what's her band name?
The Bangin Rackettes.
You've probably seen her featured on a Heineken commercial. Very interesting, like Amy Winehouse-y kind of punked up version of Amy Winehouse, I would say. Yeah, kind of,
soul.
You know, like, yeah, exactly. Kind of like that J.C. Brooks sound, kind of really interesting new. So,
neo soul.
Yep, check this out. Eddie Spaghetti, former frontman of the Super Suckers, has his first full length. He's had a solo record before, but it was like covers and lives. This is his first full own album, featuring Jesse Dayton as the producer. If no one's familiar with Jesse Dayton, you should look up Jesse Dayton's work too. He's a guy out of Texas. He's a crazed Texas troubadour. He's actually featured on a couple of these songs. I'm really interested to see how this record sounds. It's on Bloodshot out of Chicago. Great label. Eddie Spaghetti, solo record. Punk fans, rejoice. What am I holding now?
Primal Scream.
New Primal Scream record. First record in a really long time. This one is called More Light. This vinyl is beefy. Hold that, Zane.
Yeah, it's extremely heavy. They've been around since like the early 90s. Just an alternative band from Europe and from England or Scotland.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're Yeah, so they've been around for a really long time. They're kind of coming back. They haven't had anything for a really long time, and this is their new album.
Comes with CD in it, and if not, we do have the CD separately in the stores. An interesting piece, it's a vinyl exclusive done through Independent Film Channel, IFC. You guys, have anybody seen the show Maron? He's huge. Everyone listens to WTF, from everyone I know at least, listens to it. So you're not unfamiliar with Marc Maron and his stand-up, and he's now, I don't know, he's like Louis and Maron are like just the two greatest comedians in the history of the world now, which is really cool, and I'm glad they're getting the credibility they deserve. But this is the soundtrack to the TV show Maron, where he plays himself, and it's an interesting show. Very, very funny. Really uncomfortable.
The soundtrack has a lot of really cool. Are they exclusive songs?
Some of these are exclusive, some of these are not, but for the most part, it's great. It's got, going down the list of all the names on there, Sugarman 3, Don Landis. There's a Sharon Jones and Dap King song that's exclusive on this. The Obits are on here, Hospitality. Marc Maron is actually known, he's a big music fan. And Mark, if you ever see this video, we really appreciate that you're a music fan and we like you. So this is a vinyl exclusive release of the soundtrack to the TV show. And it's just really cool.
All right, I'm going to get this out of the way. I don't want to talk about it, but I got to talk about it. This is Falling in Reverse. This is the post-hardcore screamo mixed with techno version project from the former singer for Escape the Fate, which is a very similar band. If you're a fan of this stuff, you probably already know that this is coming out. You know who he is. And there's actually a deluxe version of the CD that comes with a poster, some bonus tracks, and an expanded artwork in the booklet. So we've got this on the regular CD, and we have this on the deluxe CD as well. Sublime actually has a new live concert. This is the first ever complete Sublime concert that's ever been released on any format. This comes on CD, DVD, and a 2 DVD CD set that's basically you choose how much Sublime you want and then you buy the according version. But basically
Shows
this is
from 10/21/95.
Yeah, so this is from 1995. It's like prime Sublime before band member deaths and things like that. So so if you're a Sublime fan and it's summer and you're looking for something new to watch, this is a really cool time capsule. We've got Lemuria on Bridge 9. This is actually produced by Jay Robbins, who is from Jawbox and
Burning
Airlines, yeah. And he's a pretty prolific
producer.
Artist and producer. This is like indie pop mixed with punk. Bridge 9 is typically like hardcore and stuff like that, and this isn't the typical fare for Bridge 9, but this is cool. One of the metal releases that surprised me this week that I just was attracted to primarily because of the artwork, and then I saw that it was on Candlelight, which is a label that I talk about a lot on here. This band's called Crown, and the album is called Psychurgy. This is like a mix. It's two guys with two guitars and a drum machine, but it sounds 100 times heavier than that. It's basically a mix of early ISIS with Godflesh and like industrial and electronic textures and tones mixed into that.
Hey, you had me in industrial ISIS.
Yeah. so this is really, really cool. I was very surprised by this, and it stuck out as like probably one of my favorite things that came out this week, and I wasn't expecting it, which I love that when that happens. And then I've got some hip-hop titles to talk about this week. We've got a new album from Statik Selektah. This is Extended Play, and one of the most noteworthy things about this is that it features all those names in green are guests on every track, and you've got names like Raekwon, Mac Miller, Talib Kweli, Bun B, Sean Price, just on and on. Prodigy from Mobb Deep, just tons of names, and every song has 3 or 4 artists on it. So he's a pretty good producer. Beats are really cool, and if you're a hip hop fan, that's a shoo-in. Also out and also featured on that album is Mac Miller. He's got a brand new album. We've got a deluxe edition that actually features some bonus tracks on here. It's got 3 bonus tracks, one of which features Tyler the Creator from Odd Future Wolfgang, Kill 'Em All. So that's also cool. And then also in the hip hop vein, we've got Quasimoto, Yessir, whatever. This is the alter ego project of Madlib, the producer, the famous producer. And this is unreleased B-sides, demo tracks, rarities, that sort of thing. It's a collection of all that. So if you're a fan of Madlib or any of the Quasimoto stuff, this is actually really cool. And then we've got a brand new album from J. Cole. This is going to be a little more in like the soul vein, but or the R&B vein. But this album is supposed to be really good, and there's a regular version and a deluxe edition that's actually a 2-disc deluxe edition with a lot of bonus tracks as well. So, yeah.
Speaking of J. Cole and all this, J. Cole and a couple other people moved their releases up to this Tuesday on the 18th because of a release we can't show you at the moment because we don't have it in stock. It's coming in Monday, but the biggest release of the year for most hip-hop fans. It's getting unbelievable rave reviews already. I mean, it's all over the place. It's basically more, what everyone's saying, it's much more industrial than it is rock, or than it's industrial rock more than rap. Features Daft Punk doing some of the drum beats and stuff for him. Is the new Kanye West. It's called Yeezus, spelled Yeezus. I don't know what the final artwork's going to look like. We are getting it Monday, so it'll have to be, we're going to be cutting it close to get it to
It's kind of
the
a
stores.
stealth release. They didn't give anybody really any warning on it, and we will have it by the time you watch this video, but that's going to be a huge release as well. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the performance on Saturday Night Live, and I have some gripes about it, but for the most part, the music itself was pretty impressive.
It's really interesting, and he's going in a new direction, which is always welcome, I think, with most artists. So
yeah, so we will have the Kanye West. Don't forget that, and please tag that in the video as well when you watch this video. There's 2 bands I want to talk about, and the rest we're just going to go zipping through real fast. This should be probably one of the biggest bands of the summer. Empire of the Sun. They did have an album out before, but this one is kind of the kick them over the ledge on Astroworks. It's called Ice on the Dune. Give me a description.
Basically, this is like if you're a fan of like say bands like MGMT, kind of like electronic indie pop, stuff like that. Super dancey, kind of weird, but really cool. We actually featured the Flexi single
2 weeks ago?
a couple videos ago. Now, if you pick that up, you can apply that coupon towards the release of this album, which all the stores will have. They're also playing the Twilight concert series this summer, and they're one of the headliners, so you'll get a chance to go see them after you pick up the album.
Another band, they played last year's Twilight concert series here, is Austra, the new album, Olympia. I have a soft spot in my heart for this band. I'm not usually into electronic stuff very often. I don't get a lot into it. There's certain things that really spark me. I love this band. I love her voice. Everything about this band's really cool. Is there anything you want to say about them?
No,
New album's
I think
out.
you said it.
They're great. Come get it. There's a new Tongue. It's called Turbines. There's a new Fish. It's called Ventura. 2 complete live shows, July 30th, 97, July 20th, 98. There you go, Fish fans. New 303 out of Denver, repping the 303.
It's your new party rock rap stuff for this summer.
And we just wanted to talk about this one just because we were all kids once. Hanson's back. The new album called Anthem. Hanson. So pick that up if you want. Movies.
On to movies.
And I think that's it we got for you. Blu-ray reissue on Criterion, Things to Come. H.G. Wells classic from 1936. Really good artwork. This artwork's amazing.
Really badass artwork.
So come check this out. Stoker, which was done by Park Chan-wook. I think I said his name right.
Yeah, he's
Korean.
directed some really awesome Korean films.
Yeah, he did Old Boy and some other great stuff. This one was eerie and chilling, apparently. That's what Kyle Smith has to say. A movie you probably don't need to see, but if you want to, we've got it.
Starring everyone in Hollywood.
Starring every favor ever needed to be cashed in to make a movie, ever.
Yeah.
Jack and the Giant Slayer. We have all these on DVD and Blu-ray, by the way. This was, hey, don't you like this guy, Devin?
This is starring Nicholas Hoult, and it has Ewan McGregor in it as well. And it's basically a modern version of the Jack the Giant Slayer story. Jack and the Beanstalk, basically.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. A couple TV releases. Wilfred Season 2 on Blu-ray and DVD. The show got real dark, and I liked it.
It's very good.
Very solid. And Workaholics Season 3, complete on Blu-ray and DVD. Best part about this show is the fact that our cubicle has a sign that says Shark Crossing. I love it.
Workaholics is great.
And then we have a handful of reissues. We've talked about it before in a couple videos, but they now have a bunch more reissues coming out. We hold 2 of these up.
Yep.
And here's the other 2. Shout Factory Studios, which their horror division is called Scream Factory. They're doing all these reissues of these great 80s horror movies, and they do brand new artwork for them all. We've got a handful coming out. I think Life Force is actually already out, but if it's not, I'm going to tell it anyway.
They basically release them on Blu-ray or Blu-ray DVD combos, and they update the artwork. They do new special artwork just for these
Life Force
releases.
is directed by Toby Hooper, who did the original Texas Chainsaw. And it's a sci-fi vampire cult classic. The Howling reissue, Joe Dante.
It's the OG werewolf movie.
It's pretty good, actually, for an 80s movie. I like it a lot. And you've got a movie that scared me to death as a child. I still see this picture and I get horrified. This is The Town That Dreaded Sundown. If you're into horror, just buy this, because it'll scare the pee out of you. And last but not least, The Burning, which is an awesome camp movie.
Camp slasher.
Yeah, go to camp and get killed by hedge clippers.
Yeah.
It's fun. But these are all really, really great reissues. They redid the video. All the audio's redone on them. They're super great. I can't speak highly enough about what Scream Factory's done. And, you know, the 80s horror thing is huge
now's
right now.
never been a better time for horror, especially retro horror. So if you're a fan, you've got your soundtracks getting re-released on Death Waltz. You've got the movies getting re-released by Shout Factory, and you're just in hog heaven right now. So
Great stuff. That's it for this week. We got, you know, there's a lot more coming out. As we always talk about, coming to the stores, talk to any of the employees. They can go over the new release schedule with you and kind of give you the heads up of what's going on.
And remember, a lot of the artists we talk about, especially Empire of the Sun, are coming during the Twilight Concert Series, which has a great lineup this year. You can come pick up tickets at any Graywell location for $5.75. You can get all your tickets for every show for the entire year on one trip, and then you'll be set for the summer.
Yep.
So
to continue watching our videos, follow us on. You want to give them the YouTube channel for?
Yes, you can find the YouTube videos are on youtube.com/outofoursystem. You can subscribe there, and you'll get these updated every single time we post one, which is every Monday night, Tuesday morning.
Or you can follow Graywell at facebook.com/Graywell. The videos will be on there, linked on there as well as follow us on Instagram and Twitter at GraywellSLC.
And remember to listen to the Out of Our System podcast, where we talk about a lot of the pop culture stuff that we talk about in our video.
Nice to see you again. Sorry I missed last week. Thanks for Devin. I want to thank Devin for hanging out with us and helping us on the video. He looked awkward, but he's not as awkward as he looked in real life.